Nam Mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Respectfully greetings to the Sangha and dear viewers. Welcome to Buddhist News. It's my honor to bring you the highlights of recent Buddhist activity in Kama Province, reflecting the spirit of filial piety, compassion, and community service in this sacred season. Here are today's main stories. Run ceremony of offering Kathina robes at Ngọc Lợi Temple. 100 gifts sets presented at Giác Chánh Temple. Heartfelt gratitude in Vu Lan season at Hopeful Temple. Vu Lan ceremony at Long Pháp Dhamma Center. Vu Lan ceremony at Vũ Hương Temple. Dhamma talk on practicing in every circumstance at Phước Huệ Temple. Giác Viên Temple fulfilling gratitude and repaying kindness. Inauguration of ancient bridge number 11. Zero court markers of loving kindness during the Vu Lan season of filial piety. First, we begin at Ngọc Lợi Temple, where Abbess Nun Hòa Liên solemnly organized the round ceremony of offering Kathina robes. In a sacred atmosphere, processes were piled on Sangha, a reminder of parental love, followed by the robe offering ritual symbolizing purity of vows and dedication of marriage. Venerable Quảng Thới praised the abbot and faithful for nurturing filial piety through retreats and courses, ensuring Buddhist ethics and family values continue to flourish.
On the morning of September 16, 2025, in harmony with season of filial piety during Vu Lan Ulambana, Nun Hòa Liên, abbess of Ngọc Lợi Temple, Bạc Liêu Ward, solemnly organized the grand Kathina robe offering ceremony, which grew a large assembly of devotees. The event was attended by Venerable Quảng Thới and Venerable Giác Hy, deputy heads of the provincial VBS Executive Council, together with members of the Sangha from local temples. In a solemn atmosphere, roses were respectfully pinned on the Sangha as a symbol of parental love and gratitude. The robe offering and circumambulation were carried out with reverence, expressing vow of purity, planting merits, and dedicating prayers for the peace of living parents and the liberation of deceased ones. Delivering a Dharma talk, Venerable Quảng Thới praised the devotion of Abbess Hòa Liên and the filial piety of the laity. He highlighted the four great gratitude and encouraged the community to continue retreats such as a day of mindfulness and summer courses nurturing filial devotion among younger generations while preserving family values and ethics in society.
Turning now to Giác Chánh Temple, the Bạc Liêu Buddhist Social Charity Committee, led by Chairwoman Nguyễn Kim Lý, presented 100 gift sets to disadvantaged families. It sets included rice, noodles, and essential items. This charitable activity embodied the compassionate heart of Buddhism, spreading loving kindness and giving strength to those in need.
On the morning of September 17, 2025, the Bạc Liêu Buddhist Social Charity Committee, led by Chairwoman Nguyễn Kim Lý, offered 100 gift sets to disadvantaged families at Giác Chánh Temple, Ngang Dừa Commune, where Venerable Giác Hy served as abbot. Each gift set, worth nearly 400,000 Vietnamese dong, included 10 kilograms of rice, a box of noodles, and other essential items. The funds was raised through the generosity of benefactors and patrons. This meaningful act expressed the compassionate spirit of Buddhism, spreading loving kindness and solidarity while giving strength to those facing difficulties in life.
Next, at Hopeful Temple, Abbess Thích Nữ Nghĩa Hòa guided the Vu Lan ceremony, which welcomed the presence of provincial Sangha leaders and local authorities. In his Dhamma teaching, Venerable Phước Chí reminded devotees of the 9 acts of parental devotion, encouraging them to cherish their parents while also fulfilling responsibility to teachers, society, and all being.
On the afternoon of September 18, 2025, Hopeful Temple, Giá Rai World, under Abbess Thích Nữ Nghĩa Hòa, solemnly held the Vu Lan Ulambana ceremony with the participation of a large number of devotees. Ceremony welcomed Venerable Quảng Thới and Venerable Phước Chí, deputy heads of the provincial VBS executive, together with the provincial Sangha abbots, abbess, and local leaders, including Mrs. Phạm Thị Ngọc Nương, Vice Chairwoman of the Vietnam Fatherland Front and Chairwoman of the Women's Union. The rose pinning ritual reminded participants of parental love, encouraging gratitude when parents are alive and the dedication of mirrors when they have passed away. In his Dharma teaching, Venerable Phước Chí praised Abbess Nghĩa Hòa and the laity for organizing the event, emphasized the 9 acts of parental devotion, urging everyone to fulfill their filial responsibilities while also providing and upholding duties toward the nation, teachers, and all beings.
At Long Pháp Dharma Center, Venerable Trung Phương recited over the Vu Lan Ulumbana ceremony. Roses of gratitude were offered in remembrance of the parents. Venerable Phước Chí shared that true filial piety not only supports parents in this life, but also guides them to the Dharma for peace and liberation in future lives.
On the morning of September 19, 2025, Venerable Trung Phương solemnly presided over the Vu Lan Ulambana ceremony with a large assembly of devotees returning to express gratitude to their parents. The ceremony was witnessed by Venerable Phước Chí, member of the VBS Executive Council, Deputy Head of the Provincial VBS, and Venerable Quảng Thới, Deputy Head of the Provincial VBS, together with the Provincial Sangha and local authorities led by Mr. Phan Văn Sử, Vice Chairman of the Fatherland Front. In a sacred atmosphere, roses of filial devotion were pinned on the Sangha, symbolizing remembrance of parents and gratitude to the Triple Gem. The assembly dedicated marriage for the happiness of living parents and the rebirth of deceased parents in the Pure Land. In his Dharma teaching, Venerable Phước Chí praised Venerable Trung Phương and the laity, reminding that true filial piety includes not only supporting parents in this life, but also guiding them toward the Dharma for peace and liberation in future lives.
Meanwhile, at Bửu Hương Temple, Abbess Thích Nữ Diệu Thủy held a solemn Vu Lan ceremony raised by the presence of Most Venerable Thạch Hà, head of the Provincial Buddhist Sangha. Venerable Minh Kiến delivered Dharma teachings on the 4 great gratitudes, emphasizing that gratitude to Triple Gems, parents, the nation, and on being firm the foundation for a harmonious and virtuous life.
On September 20th, 2025, Abbess Thích Nữ Diệu Thủy of Bửu Hương Temple, Tân Thành War solemnly organized the Vu Lan Ulumbana ceremony, Buddhist calendar 2569. The event was honored by the Most Venerable Thạch Hà, head of the Provincial VBS Executive Council, together with the Standing Sangha Board, Abbots, and local leaders, including Mrs. Mai Thủy Thủy Trang, Vice Secretary of the Commune Party Committee. The program featured Vu Lan ritual, robe offering, and rose pinning, reminding the faithful of their debts of the gratitude to parents. In his Dharma address, Venerable Minh Kiến emphasized the 4 great gratitude to the Triple Gems, parents, the nation, and all beings, calling on Buddhists to root their lives in filial devotion and foster harmony within families and society. The ceremony concluded with auspicious Dharma words from Most Venerable Thạch Hà, leaving a deep impression during the season of gratitude.
Moving on to Phước Huệ Temple, a day of mindfulness retreat was organized under the guidance of Venerable Phước Châu. Venerable Ngộ Trí Dũng delivered a Dharma talk on practicing in every circumstance, teaching that practitioners must cultivate patience and adaptability whether in favorable or adverse conditions, and always ground themselves in the Buddha's teachings.
On the morning of September 20th, 2025, Phước Huệ Temple, Phước Long Commune, under the guidance of Abbot Venerable Phước Châu, held a day mindfulness retreat. Venerable Ngộ Trí Dũng delivered the Dharma talk on the theme practicing in every circumstance. He explained that when the mind aspires to practice, progress is swift under favorable conditions, but slower under adverse ones. Practitioners must cultivate patience, self-reflection, and adaptability. Venerable Ngộ Trí Dũng also expounded on 5 characteristics of the Buddha's teachings: urging devotees to courageously acknowledge and correct their shortcomings, grounding their lives in the Dhamma. Practice, he affirmed, brings peace of body and mind, sows seeds of liberation, and gradually leads to the bliss of Nirvana.
Our next story takes us to Giác Viên Temple, where Abbess Thích Nữ Trúc Như solemnly organized the Vu Lan ceremony and birth offering ritual. Venerable Phước Chí reminded devotees that parents are the first Buddha in life, and true filial piety lies in keeping the street refugees and fire receipts an offering to parents.
On September 20th, 2025, Abbess Thích Nữ Trúc Như of Giác Viên Temple, Lang Trọng War, solemnly held the Vu Lan Olambana ceremony attended by Venerable Phước Chí, Deputy Head of the Provincial VBS, along with Provincial Sangha and local leaders. The faithful offer robes and pinning roses of gratitude, symbolizing love and filial piety. In his Dharma talk, Venerable Phước Chí emphasized that parents are the first Buddhas in life. He reminded devotees to uphold the 3 refuges and 5 precepts as offering to parents, whether alive or departed. As part of the 132nd day of mindfulness retreat, most Venerable Minh Thành, Central Dharma Propagation Committee member and abbot of Bủ Liêng Temple, Cần Thơ, delivered a teaching on parental gratitude, affirming a filial heart is a Buddha's heart. Filial conduct is a Buddha's conduct. On the evening of September 19, the temple also held a gratitude candlelight ceremony where hundreds of candles lit up in the night, reminding devotees of the immeasurable love of parents.
Community development efforts continue with the inauguration of Ancient Bridge number 11, also known as Thành An Bridge in Hòa Thành World. The new bridge built with support of Rose Trần Foundation and donor replaced an old unsafe bridge and now provides safer transport, benefiting local residents and fostering economic growth.
On the morning of September 21st, 2025, at hamlet Vùng Binh Ngoan, Hòa Thành Ward, local authorities and residents joyfully inaugurated Ancient Bridge number 11, also known as Thành An Bridge. The ceremony was attended by Venerable Giác Nghi, standing vice chairman of the Provincial VBS Executive Council, abbot of Long Phước Temple, Mr. Nguyễn Thế Vinh, representative of the Rose Trần Foundation and sponsors, Lieutenant Colonel Lê Kiều Anh, Deputy Head of the Provincial Security Department, Mr. Vương Chí Thiện, Vice Chairman of the Commune People's Committee, and local officials. The new bridge, built in just over a month, measures 45 meters in length and 3 meters in width, with a total cost of 470 million Vietnamese dong, including 70 million from the local budget. Replacing an old, unsafe bridge, it now provides safer passage, facilitates transport, and supports economic development. The completion of Ancient Bridge number 11 exemplifies the compassionate spirit of donors, embodying the Buddhist virtue of generosity. As the Buddha taught, to serve sentient beings is to make offerings to the Buddhas.
And finally, marking the Vu Lan season of filial piety, the Buddhist Social Charity Committee of Bạc Liêu House a zero-cost market of loving kindness, offering 300 gift packages worth 150 million Vietnam dong to disadvantaged families.
On September 22nd, 2025, the Bạc Liêu Buddhist Social Charity Committee, Bạc Liêu War, led by Chairwoman Nguyễn Kim Lý, organized the Zero Đồng Market of loving kindness in honor of Vu Lan season of filial gratitude. The program provided 300 gifts packages for people with disabilities and disadvantaged households. Each packet contained rice, noodles, and other necessities, with a total budget of 150 million Vietnamese dong raised through the committee's efforts and generosity of benefactors. The Zero Đồng Market not only eased the hardship of local families, but also spread the spirit of filial devotion and community solidarity during the second Vu Lan season.
Dear Mahasangha, toward our latest Buddhist activity from Cà Mau province, its event shining with the preference of filial piety, compassion, and solidarity. Thank you for joining us. May the Children bless the Sangha and all viewers with peace, joy, and inauspiciousness. We're looking forward to seeing you again in our next program. Namo Buddhaya.